Hey guys, so Linda and I here, we wanted to bring to you some amazing news. We're finally ready to launch Coaching Hub, something that we've been working really hard on. And we want to discuss a little bit about what Coaching Hub is all about, some high-level views. Linda, say hi to our folks here.
Hi, it's great to meet you today.
So what we want to start talking about is we're going to cover why did we start Coaching Hub, each one of our perspective, why we got into that, what makes us different, what's going to be different from all the other coaching platforms out there, hundreds of them out there, and what's kind of our future vision, where are we trying to get to?
As someone that's receiving coaching, it's really important to me that I find someone that I can work with, that I trust, that I know about what their process is, and that they have a way that will motivate me to move me from point A to point B.
That's what's cool about Coaching Hub, is that transparency we'll mention later on, but it's ability to know, what am I getting into as a client? This coach may be a great coach, they have a lot of certifications, but I have no clue about what their process looks like. And I have to spend $45,000, $10,000, $20,000 on really understanding high-level process. So to me, Coaching Hub is more about, here's the process up front. That's not what makes a great coach. The great coach comes from application of that process to custom tailor it to your need as a client and make it as perfect for your world compared to somebody else's world in a different specific way.
So this is actually the most exciting one to me. What makes us different is that there are coaches out there that have specialties in a number of areas. So it's more about what they offer, not what type of coach they are. And then on the flip side, most people need development in more than one area. So for me individually, I could see myself wanting the fitness and nutrition coach. I would like the career building coach. And then maybe I want to have an accountability coach that will work with me to come up with a plan that I can develop and execute and get from point A to point B, whatever topic that I'd like to work on.
First, we're going to have, the trading services, ability for people to exchange human currency of a human hour versus capital. The other aspect is the a la carte, and that's kind of what you're talking about, is being able to select this piece here, this piece here. And this is also a pain point for coaches, right? I actually know personally, when I first started coaching, I was like, $4,500, that's a lot to charge to people. I start thinking with my own pocketbook, and I'm like, wow, I wish I didn't have to. But I kind of have to, because it's hard to find clients. I don't have the volume of people coming to me all the time. So I almost need that one person to go through my complete system versus them just taking a third or a fourth of what I do. But if I have the volume, I'd much rather drop the price point and give each person the most beneficent thing of my system that's going to help them out, right? In identity coaching, there's 4 pillars. They may not want the financial, the philosophical, physiological. They just may want the spiritual one. So instead of overcharging them for the other 3 components that are not beneficial to them, I'll be able to charge them just for that one. And same thing will be able to be done by other coaches. So that to me is really cool. It's full-on transparency. It's ability to see some interview from a coach so you can see their personality, kind of see if they're the right personality side, what is a good client for them, what is not a good client for them, looking at things like what is their system, right? That's going to be right there out there. We're going to ask them, what's your high-level system, as well as seeing some of their free content that I can feed on and kind of see if it benefits me before I even jump in full on into the paid side of things. We're going to have ability to, match a coach and kind of almost like, I don't want to say Match.com of coaching, but it is the Match.com of coaching, where we're going to be able to, here's all my stats, here's all my information. Am I the right fit for you or not? But down the road, we're seeing the vision of, you know what, you have amazing experience with everything you've done with your professional development in your career, Linda. Who's to say that you can't go and build a professional course, or even beyond that, a certification that can go and teach other coaches to do what you've done professionally in corporate world for many years? How cool is that? And that coach doesn't have to go spend $1 million, being facetious, but doesn't have to spend $10,000 in certification for a weekend. They can spend $1,000 that is still accredited and be able to get the information without paying the price point for a huge name behind that certification. So that's the next step. But really high level, I'm going to say what I love saying. We want to do the coaching what Amazon did to retail, where it becomes accessible to anybody in the world. And instead of having to only the people that have the large storefronts that can get the great product out there, we're going to allow for the small guy or girl out there that have an amazing service, amazing product, to be able to reach a world market at a very accessible way.
Actually, there's an angle that I think is really attractive to me, looking at it from the outsider point of view. And is that we care about people so much that we want to have a client-centered focus and take care of the coaches that are delivering those services. And for me, building a community where we can bridge the two together and build sustainable systems for both the coaches and the clients, what's better outcome is there than that? I mean, building a community with sustainability.
And you're talking about a win-win environment, right? And this is what it's about. It's about take care of the client. Technically, coaches are not our employees, but we would be treating them almost like an employee. Then take care of your team member, and then take care of the company. It's that triple win setup that if it's done in that order, all three will win. But the minute you start messing with it, you start putting the company or the coach before the client, guess what? You're never going to have that triple win model that is sustainable like you mentioned. So I love that you brought that up. That's fantastic. So guys, that's what Coaching Cup is about. So we want to send this video out to let you know what we're going to be doing, what this is all about, and how we're different. So thank you for taking the time. It's a little bit longer than most people will listen. So hopefully you stay for the whole thing, and we appreciate your time. Thanks, guys.